Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel once again. My name is Church Girl. If you are new to this channel, welcome, and please don't forget to subscribe right below. We are still on our journey of taking charge of our own health, and today what I'm sharing with you is about infertility. Yes, we have to talk about that because so many people face infertility, and I want to stress on this. In many cultures, women are usually blamed for being infertile, but actually most men, even as compared to women, most men have problem with infertility that they don't notice. So when you go to your doctors to check, as a woman, you also have to go with your husband for them to also get themselves checked. Even if the doctor has diagnosed you with something, sometimes both the man and the woman may have the same issue. So as you are also caring for yourself, the man is also supposed to go check in case there's anything. Okay. So when it comes to infertility, it's like a glove. One size doesn't fit everybody, which means that what may work for group A may not work for group C or B. So everybody has its own reason why they are not able to conceive. This video is going to be a little bit lengthy, because I have to break it down into pieces. I have to get into segments so that everybody gets their share of it, because there are so many ways which contribute to infertility. First of all, some people do have PCOS, which is Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. And it is, if you want to learn more about it, if you go on the internet, you'll find more information on what Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome is. So some women are not able to conceive because they have issues with that. That means they have a problem with irregularity within their period. So we're going to touch base on that. Also, another thing is some people have blocked tubes. Okay, their fallopian tubes are blocked. That is why they are not able to conceive. And also, there are some people who might have had a child during their early stages, maybe when they are teenagers or somewhere along the line, but they are not able to conceive when they want to. So maybe they may have 1 or 2 children, and that's it. They cannot get pregnant again. So, and I have another one, a bonus one, that I call it by force pregnancy. What can help you conceive really quickly. So stay tuned with me. So the first thing that I'm going to touch based on is about the PCOS, those who have Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. What I have here, this is banana flour. Okay, if you go to farmers, if you live in wherever you are, you go to the farmers market, or some people have it at their backyard, you get a banana flour. I'm gonna open it. When you open it, okay, I'm just gonna open just one side of it. Do you see this flour? If you have PCOS, this is for you. Okay, if you keep opening it, you're gonna see more flowers in it. So this is what we are gonna be using. So what we are gonna do is you're gonna get some of this. Let me just break this off a little bit and show you. Get this out. You have to keep opening, because anywhere, wherever you open, you're gonna see this flour. Okay, so you get one and keep opening till you get enough of it. You are gonna boil this. This is peppercorns or black pepper. Okay, this is peppercorns that I have here. Or black pepper. In Ghana, this is known as a surisa. I have turmeric here. If you have turmeric roots, that is okay. Okay, and this is cumin seeds. Cumin seeds, and I have salt. So what you are going to do is you are going to boil all this together. You have to wash this very well. Wash it, please wash it very well before you boiling. You're gonna boil this in water. And you're gonna add a little bit of salt to it. Please use rock salt. Okay, this is anytime you are boiling any medicine, herbal medicine with salt, you have to make sure that you use rock salt. The trick is when you boil it, it depends on, I'm not going to give measurement as to how much water that you're going to put on it, because some you may have two of this and you decide to use all of this. That is fine. Okay, there's no actual measurement to it. If you have enough, just cover it with enough water. Okay, the trick is to boil it so it reduces to half. So if you start with let's say 1 cup, at the end of the day you must have half a cup. Okay, and you're gonna be drinking this. Drink this constantly, morning and evening. Okay, to help you with it. You can also cook with this. In some countries they cook with this banana flour. Eating this, you can eat as many as you want. It doesn't cause problem because the main ingredient here is this. Even if you don't have any of this, try to consume this most of the time. Okay, try to consume it. You can use it in your stew. If you are using it in stews, don't overboil it. If you are excluding any of this, don't overboil it. So you just make stew with it and you can eat it. And this is going to help you to regulate your menstrual cycle for you, because most people with PCOS, the problem is some of them do have about lesser than 9 periods within a year. So instead of 12 months, they may have about 6, 7, 9 periods, and or menstruations. Or sometimes even when they do have menstruations, it prolongs. It takes a long time for them for that menstrual cycle to come to an end. So, and that is a very big problem. So you need to regulate it. For regulation also, or for better flow, to have a better flow, because if you don't have a better flow, then that means you don't know when you're going to conceive, because it comes and goes. Okay, what I have here, this is in Ghana, this is known as nunum. In Nigeria, this is scent leaf. Here in the United States, some people call it African tree basil. The botanical name is Ocimum gratissimum. If you have this, you can also blend this. This is very, very good, especially those people whose period does not flow very well, because PCOS is not a joke. Most people who have this, they have irregularity within their periods, and they have something called hirsutism, where they have a lot of hormones, male hormones within them, which is called androgen. So that prevents them from releasing the egg. It prevents them from having their cycle. So blending this and drinking this regularly is going to help you. This is scent leaf. If you don't have this, you can also use mint leaves. Okay, they are all in the same family. Mint leaves is also very good. They all have their properties are similar. So blend mint leaves if you can't get hold of it. But those of you back home, you can get this. If you can get this, very good. If you cannot get it, try to find mint leaves, blend it regularly and drink it. Okay, and this is gonna help you. The second method that we are gonna go on, there is something, a fruit called Bara. That's what most Nigerians call it, which is known Bara or bitter apple. In the botanical name, the name given to it is Citrullus Colocynthis. I will leave the name so that in case you are looking for it. I have the powdered form because that is what I was able to get. Okay, so if you get the powdered form, that is fine. You can use the powdered form. If you are using it, the fresh one, if you are using the fresh Bara or bitter apple, what you need to do is when you cut into two, you have to remove the seeds. Remove the seeds, wash it, please wash it first, because it looks like a watermelon, it's not as big as watermelon, but big enough. So wash it very nicely, cut into two, remove the seed, cut the fruit itself along with the skin. And what you are going to boil with, you are not going to boil with regular water. You are going to use something called pap water. This is fermented maize or fermented corn water. So if you don't know what fermented corn water is, you can buy the milled corn. If you can't get milled corn, you can buy your own milled corn, or maize. You crush it, blend it fine, add water to it to turn into a paste, cover it, and let it stay in a room temperature for 2 days. So after the 2 days, you're gonna start to smell something like some form of, the fermentation is gonna take place, so it's gonna smell a little bit of alcohol. So what you do is you're gonna add water, enough water that you can use to boil this Bara or bitter melon. You're gonna mix it with the water, cover it again for about a day or two for the fermentation to take place. So you strain that water. That is the water. That's what I have here. This is the water you are going to be using to boil the Bara or Citrullus Colocynthis, okay, or bitter apple. Here most people know it as bitter apple. That's what you're gonna use to boil it. So you boil this, and you add a little bit of potash or saltpeter. If you don't have that, you can use a small amount of baking soda. You put it in it, and you're going to drink. You drink half a cup. When you drink half a cup, you are not going to be drinking it every day. Half a cup a day. You repeat it in the next 3 to 4 days. So with this recipe, you can only do it for a month, continuously for a month, and you have to stop. Because what it does is the Bara does irritate your gastrointestinal organs. It does irritate your intestine a little bit, so you're gonna be running a little bit, and this is gonna take care of any blockage that you have in your tubes, okay, in your fallopian tubes. It's gonna help you, and it's gonna clear your stomach for you. One thing that I want everyone to know is if you have problem with infertility, it is better for you to make sure that you don't have constipation issues, because constipation can contribute to infertility. So before you start anything to conceive, make sure that you get something, any herbal remedies that you've been taking to clear your system. You need to get it to clear your system first, okay? So you have to make sure that you get your system clean before you start any infertility medications, okay? So this is what that I have for blocking fallopian tube. And there are also some people, they have a problem with those who have had children before, but they are not able to conceive. Again, sometimes what happens is some people, when they mate with their husband, or maybe they have sex with their partner, the sperm does come back because of some form of infection that they have going on down there. So it may be those things, the acidity within their body can kill the sperm before it gets to the destination, or maybe they have something which doesn't prevent it from going to fertilize the egg. So what you need is, this is what I have. This is Phyllanthus Niruri, okay? In Ghana, this is known as bomaguwachi, because if you can see, it has the seeds, okay? In most areas, it depends on the soil that you grow on, because my soil wasn't that good, so it did not grow, because this can be big. You see the seed here can be very huge. It's known as Phyllanthus Niruri. If you get this, what you can do is you can boil with garlic, okay? You get about half of this garlic, so you have to get more of it, and you crush it a little bit and boil it for about 15 minutes and drink it to prevent the sperms from coming back if you have any infection going down there, okay? And so this one that I have here, this is what I call by force pregnancy. It's like you're forcing your body to get pregnant, and even it doesn't mean you can even have some people don't have a problem, but they want to make sure, they want to know when to get pregnant and stuff like that. They can also use this. So what I have here, this is precursor. Some people call it precursor or tetraplural tetraptera. Okay, tetraplural tetraptera. That's what this is called, or precursor in my language. Some other people call it differently. And this is guava leaves. Okay, so what you are going to do is, if you have the fresh guava leaves, that is great. If you don't have it, you can use the dry ones as well. It also works. What you do is you're gonna boil guava leaves and this tetraplural tetraptera. You boil this together, okay, and you drink this. But the trick is, you have to drink this once you have your period. During your periods, you can only drink this when you have your period. So during your period, as soon as you start your period today, you start drinking this. A cup in the morning and a cup in the evening, okay? A cup in the morning and a cup in the evening till your period ends. As soon as your period ends, let's say today is when your period has ended. After drinking this, your period, you don't see it again. When you're going to bed, what you do is you cut few okra, fresh okra, not boiled okra, fresh okra, and you put it in a glass of water, just I have done so. Cover it up, leave it up for the next morning. In the next morning, you just strain it and you start drinking this okra water. Just like some people do when they have diabetes, you are going to be drinking this. Okay, every morning you drink a glass just in the morning. So you make it in the evening. Make sure that you make it in the evening, and in the next morning you drink it. Okay, and this will help you to conceive really, really, really fast. Okay, so what I have here also, wouldn't it be nice if you are, after searching for a child for such a long time, and you're able to conceive not just one child but multiple children? If you want to hyperovulate, which means you want to produce multiple eggs, if you produce multiple eggs, that means that the sperm can fertilize multiple eggs at the same time, so you can have twins, 1, 2 or more. Okay, so if you want to hyperovulate, this is okra leaves. Okay, every summer when you grow your okra, don't throw the leaves away because it can help you a lot. You have to eat this anytime you are making a stew or soup or whatever you do. Make sure that when the stew is about to it's almost done. Okay, when it's almost done, you wash it very nicely. You cut a bunch of this into pieces. So let's say you have about a cup of stew. You cut a cup of this, mix it with it whilst hot, okay, on the stove, and stir it up and cover it so that you can eat it. This will help you to hyperovulate. So when you have infertility, I know that it's a bit of a struggle. Also, what I want people to also do is, most men who have infertility, most men's problem are due to low sperm counts. Okay, so if you have low sperm count, I have a video on low sperm counts. But if you have infertility and you are here as a man, what you can also do is to blend carrots and guava leaves, fresh guava leaves, blend it together, drink a cup in the morning and in the evening to increase your sperm count, okay, and get yourself checked out. One thing too is, if you have a child, most men sometimes, their infertility, the problem starts when they are very young. If you have a small child, a boy, if you give birth to a baby, usually you have to feel the testicles. Okay, you have to feel it. Please don't squeeze. Feel it. If you feel it and it has not descended, because some children when they are born, their testicles don't descend till later. So if you don't feel it, every now and then feel it. And if it continues a month, 2, 3, and it's still you don't feel nothing in the testicles, it's just the skin, like the scrotum, just bring it to the attention of the doctor, because if you don't get this checked out and the child turns about from 2 years going, that means this can cause problem, because this can cause male infertility in the future, because the testicles staying at the groin area is gonna get too heated. It's gonna get hot, because that is not the way it's supposed to be. It's gonna get too hot, that is gonna destroy stuff. So it's better for you to get your children, especially if you have a small boy, a baby, please get them checked out. So once again, my name is Church Girl. This is what I have for you for today. Please don't forget to subscribe below and leave your comments. If you have any issue or anything that you don't understand, please let me know. Okay, have a great day. Bye bye.